Number 1. They're critical of you. Do you feel like whenever you talk to your friend, they have something negative to say about you? This could be criticism of your behavior, your appearance, your relationship, your performance at work, your family, or any other element of your life. Friends are meant to uplift you, not cause you to worry you aren't good enough. Number 2. Unreliability and absence in times of need. One of the most telling signs of a true friend is their presence and support during your difficult times. If your friend is often absent when you need them the most, or always too busy with their own life, this could be a red flag. Sometimes, a friend might go through their own challenges, and that's understandable. However, if their unavailability is a consistent pattern, it might be time to address this issue directly. If they still fail to offer the support you need, this relationship might be more of a source of stress than comfort. Number 3. Making you feel insecure and unhappy. Pay attention to how you feel during and after spending time with your friend. If you consistently feel worse about yourself, this is a significant indicator of a toxic friendship. Friends should make you feel safe, supported, and valued, not insecure or inadequate. If your friend often makes snide comments, compares themselves to you in a condescending way, or seems to enjoy your failures more than your successes, these are signs that the friendship is doing more harm than good. Number 4. Lack of genuine interest in your life. It's natural to want friends who take a genuine interest in our lives. A true friend listens to your stories, remembers the details, and shows empathy and interest in your experiences. If you find that your friend consistently overlooks the details of your life, interrupts you, or changes the subject to focus on themselves, it may signal a lack of genuine interest in your well-being. These are concerns because they indicate that the friend might not truly value the personal connection you share, which is foundational for any meaningful friendship. Number 5. You hesitate to share your successes. In healthy friendships, we support and celebrate each other's successes, joys, and both big and small wins. It's human nature to feel some jealousy over another person's success. But if you notice that a friend is unable to feel a sense of happiness and pride for you in these moments, minimizes your achievements, rarely gives you compliments, or even tries to compete with you, this is a sign of toxicity. Number 6. You no longer trust them. This is a biggie because trust is the foundation of any solid friendship. After all, if you can't rely on your BFF, what's the point of having one? If you don't trust that they have your best interests in mind, that's often a sign that something's not working. For example, a toxic friend might say they'll pick you up at the airport and then back out at the last minute, adds clinical psychologist Jill Squires-Gruber, Ph.D. Or perhaps you have a pal who casually asks for work contacts and then takes advantage of your generosity and badgers your colleagues all the time. Number 7. You feel guilty and manipulated. Guilt tripping is a form of manipulation in which someone makes you feel guilty in order to persuade or influence you to change your emotions, decisions, or actions. A toxic friend may use this tactic to evoke distress and gain control in order to get you to change your behavior in a way that best serves their interests. Examples of this to watch out for include playing the victim or blaming you for something you had no control over. Your friend may make you feel like you are a bad friend and may say manipulative things like, "You don't care about me anymore." Number 8. They compete with you. Whether it's your job promotion, a romantic partner, or a new class you're doing, your toxic friend will compete with you. They won't like the idea of you having anything that doesn't involve them, and they especially don't want you to excel at something. A healthy amount of competition can be great for a friendship, as it may push you both to achieve goals and motivate each other. Amber Lee, a relationship expert and CEO of Select Date Society told Insider. However, competition amongst friends can become toxic, especially when it is one-sided. If your friend is always trying to outdo you, Lee said, it may be time to re-evaluate the friendship. Ask yourself if they truly want the best for you or if they are actually happy to see you fail, she said. Number 9, you notice you're spending less time on other relationships. Toxic friends tend to get jealous when you spend time investing in your other relationships. They often try to isolate you from other people who care about you in order to make you feel dependent on them. They may actively and overtly discourage you from spending time with your other friends or family, or may, more subtly and slowly, convince you that you are better off without them and that they are the only friend you really need. In more extreme cases, they may even insult your friends, or worse, go behind your back to attempt to sever your relationships with other people. Number 10. Your boundaries are not respected. Respect is another foundational cornerstone of any relationship. A good friend understands and respects you and your boundaries. In contrast, is the toxic person who deliberately ignores your boundaries and disrespects you. Examples of this include ignoring your need for solitude, stepping into your personal space, borrowing your things without permission, and repeatedly pushing you to reveal uncomfortable and sensitive information. Number 11. They gossip about you. Some other not-so-obvious signs that someone is a toxic friend is when they talk behind your back or say things out of concern, but really as a way to smear you or isolate you from others. An example of this is a friend who tells everyone personal things about you out of concern, when really this was done to gossip. Your personal business is not theirs to tell, and should never be used against you. Getting friends together to stage an intervention for someone's dangerous substance use is one thing. Using this information to talk about them behind their back is toxic. Number 12. They always need you. Although it's normal and healthy to ask others for help, persistent neediness is a warning sign. This is an issue because it can deplete all your energy, explains Saxena. It also creates an imbalance in the friendship, she notes, with most of the weight falling into your lap. To improve this balance, refrain from letting yourself be available all the time, says Saxena. Make it clear that you have other responsibilities and commitments. If your friend continues to always expect you to be there for them, it might be time to reassess the relationship. Number 13. There's a noticeable power imbalance in the friendship. A healthy friendship has a balanced give and take, where each person is, at times, making decisions and playing the leader role, and at other times, receiving support and following along. Whereas, in a toxic relationship, there's often an imbalance of power, where only one person is getting airtime, says Dr. Truitt. That tends to look like one person making the final decision on group plans, or getting others to help with their problems. You might be used to someone playing the more dominant role in a friendship, which can make it tough to differentiate a good friendship from a toxic one because our mind and our body lean into what's comfortable or familiar, says Dr. Truitt. But it's important to remember that what's comfortable isn't always the same as what's safe or preferable, she adds. So if a friend is running the show at the expense of your ideas and needs, you'd be wise to take note. Maintaining a real, supportive friendship requires effort, open communication, and honesty from both parties. If you find yourself in a toxic friendship, consider having an open discussion about your concerns. This conversation, however difficult, can either pave the way for improvement or make it clear that it may be time to move on from the relationship. Thanks for watching, guys. If you liked the video, hit that subscribe button and leave a comment. We'll see you next time.